Hi there. My name is Calliope, and I just have a few questions to ask you before we proceed. It's 6 questions, to be precise. Very quick, very easy. Firstly, what am I seeing you here for? What is it that you would like to address with today's nervous system reset? Okay, so feel overwhelmed, fatigued, maybe a bit irritable, and exhausted, of course. All right. Have you been experiencing any sensitivity to sensory stimuli? For example, does it feel like lights are too bright? Does it feel like if you hear a certain sound, it's just going to make you so angry? If you smell a certain smell, it'll just put you in a terrible mood. Anything like that? Yes, a lot of what we hear is that things just feel too much, or even they might just be irritating. Things just feel irritating. Okay, excellent. Now, on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate your current stress levels? 1 being no stress whatsoever, 10 being the most stressful time you've ever had. Okay. And are you experiencing a lot of eye strain, a lot of tiredness with the eyes? Okay. And what about your sleep quality? Do you find that you're getting fairly restful sleep? Are you sleeping for your normal amount? Over, under, not getting to sleep, waking up a lot? Okay, that's quite common. And last question, on a scale from 1 to 10, how would you rate your ability to currently be able to relax or decompress? So you might do a certain activity or even take a nap, and you feel like your stress levels are indeed quite a bit lessened after that. Okay. Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to look at your eyes real quick, since we talked a bit about that eye strain. Okay, do you mind if I get closer? Okay, so let's see. Can I have you just stare right at my nose here? And unfortunately, tired eyes just compound sensory issues and just feels unpleasant anyway. Do you get where your eyeballs have a hard feeling to them? They almost feel like marbles. Yeah, like when you're real tired. Do you often find that you're spending a lot of time looking at screens without looking away or taking breaks? Right, who doesn't? Yeah. Okay, so the tissues are a little inflamed, and the sclera does look a little red. Let me take a little bit of a closer peek here. I see that. Okay. Well, we are going to start very simply here. And we're going to give your eyes a chance to stretch out a little. So first thing I'm going to have you do, go ahead and just look at my finger here. Good. Now look at the wall. Green part of the wall. Anywhere you want to look. Okay. Look at my finger. Good. And back to the wall here. Good. Back to my finger. Okay. Now if you could look at our orange orchid here. Good. Back to the finger. How about the tip of this turquoise jar here? This one. Just one of these right here. Good. And look at my finger. Excellent. Now, if you could look at the green wall. And back at my finger. Good. Just keep following my finger. Right? We're going to bring this all the way out. All the way back in. All the way out. All the way back in. Good. Right here. All the way out. All the way back in. All the way out. All the way back in. Good. Now, can you look up as far as you can without moving your head? Just look up high as you can. Good. And look down low as you can. Good. And to the side here. Go ahead and look to the left as much as you can. And to the right, much as you can here. Good. And how about diagonally up here? Go ahead and look as much up here as you can. And then diagonally this way. Go ahead and look this way as much as you can. And then down here. Bring the eyes down here, much as you can. And over here. Bring your eyes down as much as you can over here. Very good. Now if you could follow my fingers here, we're just going to give your eyes rather, a little movement, little bit of exercise. Good. Some circles here and other way. Good. Good. Okay. Right, and if you could just follow my fingers, just gonna do a box shape. We'll give that a few rounds. Good, and other way here. And just follow my fingers best as you can. And then we'll take a look at your muscles a bit. Okay. So let's take a peek at how you're holding yourself here, because there is a certain condition that is called alexithymia, which means that you have an inability to read your own emotions and often cues. You don't know when you're angry, you don't know when you're upset, even when you're happy. You might not know when you're supposed to be hungry, things like that. And you don't have to be to the level of alexithymic to misread your own cues. And one of those is that we sometimes hold so much tension in our body that we don't realize because it's been there for so long. And instead of being at a baseline right here of things we can handle, you're already right here because of all of that tension that your subconscious understands, but you're not registering. We get to a situation where it's the straw that breaks the camel's back, and it feels like such a small situation. But if we look at the underlying tension and what else is going on, it's a lot more understandable. So we definitely have some tension in here. Definitely have some hitching here. And that neck relationship right there. That is pretty stiff. Pretty stiff. Let me just feel back here. I don't imagine that feels very nice at all. No, but we'll work on fixing that today. So I want to start by getting some stretching in there and releasing some of the tension. And then we will get you laid out on the table and continue. I'm going to start with the head and neck. I'm going to gently be moving your head and neck in different positions and try to get a little bit of good movement in there. So I'm just going to hold your head here and I'm going to keep you steady. I will keep you steady. I'm not going to drop you. So just allow the weight of your head to sit in my hands. Okay? Alright, let's go ahead and just start with a very easy stretch back and stretch forward. Okay, stretch back and stretch forward. Good. Back and forward. Good. Okay, let's go ahead and go one way here and the other. One way, the other. One way, the other. And we'll do a little tilt action. And the other side. I'm holding on to your head. I won't let you drop. Tilt. 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 There we go. Okay. Let's put you back. Now, let's work on your shoulders a bit. Alright? So, let's get you maybe more like that. There you go. Okay. So, I'm going to have you bring your shoulders up to your ears and let them go. Bring them up to the ears. Let them go. Come up to the ears. Let them go. Give them a couple rolls backwards and forwards. Feel the shift in the bones, in the joints. Should be pretty fluid. Okay. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to press down on the shoulders. So just allow me to press down. There we go. Okay. And now I'm going to press the shoulders back. have you splay your hands, close them real tight. Splay the hands, close them real tight. Splay the hands, close them real tight. Good. And as for your toes, I'm going to have you curl your toes. Splay them out. Curl the toes. Splay them out. Curl. Splay. Okay. So we worked a little bit of the muscle tension out. Your muscles should relax a little bit more. What I'm going to have you do now is I am going to have you lay down, and we are going to be checking some sensations. We're going to bring some gentle, I suppose one could call it a sensory therapy, if you will, to your body, and we'll get you real grounded in there. We'll basically just be pressing your body back into place, getting you reacquainted with all of its parts. All right? Okay, I'll see you in a sec. Let me just adjust the bit of draping here. Is that comfortable? Okay, good. Do let me know if there's anything I can do to make you even just the littlest bit more comfortable. Now, I would like to start by going through a few physiological sighs, which is a type of breathing that your body normally does when it needs a little extra pop of oxygen. So what we're going to do, I'm going to have you breathe into right here. So as you breathe in, the hands should rise with the abdomen, and as you breathe out, fall with the abdomen. Shouldn't come from right here, but instead from right here. So I am going to have you take a deep breath in, and then at the top we're going to do another little inhale. I'll show you real quick. So we'll take a deep breath in, and another, and then exhale. Just like that. We'll do 3 of those. So, deep breath in, and another, and exhale. Deep breath in, and another, and exhale. Last one, deep breath in, another, and exhale. Just like that. And that helps us transition from the stilted, shallow, almost second thought breathing that we normally do, and into something more intentional. Let me show you a few tools here. Just going to put these on you here. So, first tool is a double here. We have a tuning fork and its striker. We will use this to elicit cold and vibration sense. This is a Wartenberg pinwheel, and we will use this and this. And this to elicit soft and sharp sensations. Now we're going to start by testing light touch. So I'm going to touch you with my hands. Just let me know when you feel the touch, okay? Good. Good. Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm. Yep. Good. Mm-hmm. Good. Mm-hmm. Good. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes. Very good. So let's do our soft, sharp test. So, just going to uncover the arms here. And we'll start with that. And I'm just going to show you what this feels like. So we'll do a little bit of that and what this feels like. Okay, so this is our sharp. This is our soft. Just let me know whether you feel the soft or the sharp. Sharp. Soft. Sharp. Soft. 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 Sharp. Soft. Sharp. Soft. Sharp. Good. For the legs, this will be our sharp. This will be soft. So just tell me soft or sharp. 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 Soft. 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 Sharp. Sharp. Soft. Soft. Sharp. Sharp. Good. Now, we will do vibration and cold. So while this is untouched, we'll do cold first. This is what it'll feel like. Okay, so when you feel the tuning fork, just tell me if it feels cold. 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 And now this will be vibration. Just let me know when you feel that. Vibration. 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 Good. Now, cold on the arms will feel like this. Okay. Just tell me. Cold. 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 Good. Cold. 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 Good. This will be vibration right here. Vibration. 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 Good. Vibration. Vibration. Good. A little grounding technique I'd like to do with you is that I am going to be naming body parts as well as touching them, and I want you to direct your attention to the body part that I am listing off and then I'm touching. For example, if I say the right toes here, you would just direct your attention right here. Left toes here. This is from my perspective. Let's see. This side is the left for you, that side is the right. And we'll just move our way up the body. So we have the right toes here. Right sole of the foot. Top of the foot. Ankle. Shin. Right knee. Thigh. Hip. Lower abdomen. Left toes. Sole of the foot. Top of the foot. Left ankle. Shin. Knee. Thigh. Hip. Lower abdomen. Upper abdomen. Right side of the waist. Right side of the chest. Right shoulder. Upper arm. Elbow. Lower arm. Hand. The tip of the thumb. First finger. Second finger. Third. Pinky finger. Palm of the hand. Back of the hand. Wrist. Lower arm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Right side of the chest. Sternum. Left side of the chest. Left shoulder. Upper arm. Elbow. Lower arm. Hand. Tip of the thumb. First finger. Second finger. Third. Fourth finger. Palm of the hand. Back of the hand. Wrist. Lower arm. Elbow. Upper arm. Shoulder. Sternum. The middle of the throat here. Chin. Right cheek. Left cheek. Right temple. Left temple. The tip of the nose. Space between the eyebrows. the right eyebrow, left eyebrow, right eye, left eye, forehead, top of the head. Last thing we're going to do here, we are going to do something I like to call deep pressure therapy, which means I'm going to be pressing deeply along your body to help ground you inside of your body. So if I press right here on the shoulders, it helps bring heaviness right here, and the touch helps you to orient yourself to the present. Upper arms here. We're just going to give some firm pressure. Good. Along the chest here. We'll just keep going down. And we'll probably get the table's commentary on the matter as well. All the way down to the foot. Pressing you back into your body. Letting thoughts pass. Letting sounds pass. Emotions. Feelings. Just letting them be information, nothing more. They are only the messengers. They have no agenda except to keep you alive. So we just receive the message and let the messenger on their way. Firmly pressing into the legs here. Careful around the knee. On the foot. And back up. Down on the hip here. Another little run down this leg so we can come back up. Our goal is just to give you a little bit of a break for a while so that you can be less overwhelmed and receive the messages of sensation without being overwhelmed, without being overrun. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to turn these things off without going to sleep. So we're doing our best just to gently allow everything to calm down a little. Giving it some space. Hear the rustling of fabric underneath my hand. Can hear the occasional owl calls, creaking of the table. We have the very gentle bit of breeze, and of course the weight of my hands on your body here. Allowing the breath to be nice and deep. Allowing the body to have a sort of sense of safety. Just going to place my hands right here at the heart. Let this area be warmed by my hands. The chest is one of the best places I find to have these pressures done, this sort of pressure. It's funny because I'm not sure if you've ever noticed, but when we're thinking, at least those of us who have internal monologues, we feel seated right here, our minds, right? But a lot of your body feels from right here. We feel so much in this area that is very vital, and we often aren't paying attention to the extremities. So we are just giving this area a little extra dose of sustained pressure, because this is where the body really values it, especially right here, the upper chest and the shoulders. We might think from right here, but we feel from right here. Now, to finish off, we're just going to do a few of those physiological sighs again. So I will have you take a deep breath in and another one at the top and out. Deep breath in at the top and out. Deep breath in and out. start by wiggling the toes here, just giving them a little bit of a wiggle. And then the hands here, if you could give them a bit of a wiggle there, the fingers. And finally, if you could just allow your head to roll from side to side, just like that. And that will conclude this nervous system reset. I'd like to thank you so much for joining me for this. I hope you have a whale of a day and a good rest of your night. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate it. And a big thank you to my patrons on Patreon, without which I wouldn't be able to make these videos. If you'd like to help support the channel, I have a link to my Patreon in the description box. And I offer early access, Patreon exclusive videos, and audio downloads of all of my content. Thank you again for watching. I hope you have a whale of a day.